So we tried for Neve for about 9 months and then found out that we were expecting.
Everything was done, everything was decorated, everything was ready.
You're right at the end, you've done that, like the sort of the whole 9 months, and you've grown them, and yeah, you think that, yeah, you don't ever expect to happen what happened.
And then the doctor just kind of delivered the news that I'm really sorry, but there's no heartbeat anymore.
But I thought that they'd got things wrong, or that I was in some kind of like big horrible nightmare. Felt really surreal. She was perfect.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
Just because she was born sleeping, we just don't feel any differently towards her. Like when we came out of the hospital, I remember feeling like the world was just this really dark, cruel, horrible place. So it probably wasn't until we got home really that I kind of looked into SANS, I think, and I looked into other people's stories, and then I saw that there was the groups and things like that, and I thought, actually maybe I need to look into this more, because then maybe I won't feel so alone. And I felt like going to that just gave everything a whole new light, because I was able to just sit in a room full of people. All I did was listened and cried, and it made me just feel like I wasn't completely alone, and I wasn't the only one that had to go through this really cruel thing of trying to learn to live again without my child.
The more we've been going, the more friends we've made, and the more into the charity at our local level we've got into. From going to the groups, the dads groups, I kind of had this epiphany of, why don't I try and put a team of dads together from a charity point of view, and SANS, we would represent pretty much everything they're all about. So yeah, over the course of 6 months and the dads groups and stuff like that, I've managed to build a team. So on the day, I ended up with 17 guys, 15 of which had lost children, 2 of which were very closely related to people that had lost children. We had like a WhatsApp group, and all the guys were in the group so that I could just keep them updated on what the plans were and stuff like that. But that group started off as an information group and ended up evolving into a group where, again, if people were having a bad day or if somebody needed to, the group was always there to kind of vent to. And they had kind of instant access to 15 guys that had all walked in the same boat at various different stages. So it just became a place where people could come and talk openly.
It's been emotional. It's been the hardest thing I've ever done and had to go through. Nobody expects to bury their kids before you go. I've had dark thoughts, I've had real big struggles, but if it weren't for this team, I know there's only one way you'd have gone. But this team has been there, put their arms around me, they let you cry, they let you talk about it, and it's just been amazing.
So my wife went for a normal checkup on his due date and couldn't find a heartbeat. Rob's done something amazing, he's changed people's lives. Guys aren't normally renowned for sitting around talking, you know, to each other and telling each other how they feel and getting all deep, and give somebody, everybody knows, everybody's, you know, if they want to talk to somebody, everybody's always here, so it's good.
They'd made connections with people that they hadn't had access to before, and I'd made connections to people that I hadn't had access to before. So
they're not everyday football team, they're just always there for constant in and out support. It's love, that's what it is, it's a family.